What's up, everybody? We're back for another edition of Look at This Here. Karen Huger tried to get out of jail with work release. They weren't going. Tracee Ellis Ross is letting us know that she likes to date younger men. Older men have control issues. We'll talk more about that. And Kenya Moore is still playing in y'all face. Kenya's playing in y'all face. She ain't playing in my face. She playing in y'all face. Let's talk about all of this. What's up, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here for another edition of Look at This Here, which is my take on celebrity gossip, pop culture, and hot topics. You guys know that these videos are 3 topics, 20 minutes-ish or less, okay? And it's very high level overview, right? It's just my basic commentary, my initial thoughts. If you're looking for hard hitting facts and figures, these aren't the videos. We just here to have fun with these. Before we get started though, thank you to everybody that helped me get to 35,000 subs. Y'all have been like doing it. Y'all have been doing it, so I appreciate y'all. We still got to go though. We got bigger goals to reach. So if you guys haven't already, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. It's free. That's your way of letting me know that you enjoyed the content. Like the videos. I want to start shooting for like 500 likes every video. I know we can do it because the past two Look at This Here's have been like 472, 480, I think, as far as the likes go. So make sure you guys are liking the video and then leave your comments down below so we can talk about all of these things. All right, we're gonna start off with the grand dame. Okay, so Karen Huger, we know that Karen has been sentenced to 2 years. Okay, her sentencing was 2 years in jail, one actually in jail. I think the other year was like probation or something like that, but Karen has to serve 1 year in the big house. Okay, so work release came up and Karen was like, well, shoot, let me go ahead and qualify. And I mean, why wouldn't she be? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't she? So this meant if Karen were to be approved, this meant that she would be transferred to a highly regarded facility that is geared towards rehabilitation and treatment that looks more like a college dorm rather than a jail, which probably more comfortable, right? So it would be a very small step, but a step nonetheless, towards more normality for Karen, who is 61 years old, okay? So we know that Karen lives in this amazing mansion and all this type of stuff. After all, she is the grand dame of Potomac. So Karen wanted to get out for work release, which, let's be real, anybody and everybody would. If you get the opportunity to get out of the jail that you're in, even if it's a small step up, as in with this dorm cell is or dorm cell, with this dorm room-esque type of cell would give her, sure, go for it. So initially, Karen's application was approved by the corrections officials. So Karen up in there behaving, got her head down, doing what she needs to do. So that was pretty routine. Everything was going good. We were, Karen, fingers crossed, she was cool. It got to the judge, and the judge said, absolutely not. Sit your ass in jail and dry out. Okay, so her attorney, David Moyes, said that it was just horrible luck, and he's hoping that come November, Karen is still able to get out for good behavior. So if you guys remember, Karen was sentenced to 12 months in jail after driving drunk and crashing her Maserati in Potomac. Okay, we still haven't seen a mugshot, which is interesting, right? Y'all think that's interesting? We haven't seen a mugshot. Now, I don't know if Potomac just keeps theirs under wraps or what is happening, but I thought that was interesting because we've seen the body cam footage. I mean, we've seen her at her worst anyway, so why not show the mugshot? So the judge named Terrence McCann, who is apparently known for his quick humor and his heavy sentences, issued a disapproval of transfer, okay? So he said, you're going to sit your ass in there and dry out. That's too bad, okay? So Karen is going to finish out her sentence. as one of the 835 inmates at the Montgomery County Correctional Facility. She's been in there for 2 months, and good luck, Karen. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They do believe that she will be out in November. So if she gets out in November, she gets out. I'm gonna tell y'all, Bravo, don't hold up filming for her. Let's not reward her. You know what I mean? Next up, we have Tracee. Tracee Ellis Ross, all right? We all know Tracy from Blackish, from Girlfriend. She's Diana Ross's daughter. We all know Tracy. So Tracy, at 52 years old, sat down with the former forever First Lady, Michelle Obama, and they talked about their own decisions when it comes to relationships. So, throughout this conversation, Tracy said that her desire for a relationship like that has correlated with her tendency to date men younger than her. So she want to get her a little sugar baby, right? She wants to be a cougar, which is fine. If that's your preference, that's your preference. But her reasoning for this is a lot of men her age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. Okay. She goes on to say that anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and I felt like I was a possession or a prize. I just have no interest in that and I will not do it again. So Tracy said that she's been there, done that, got a t-shirt. She's not going back. Tracy, truth be told, Tracy, it low key sounds like you want to be the one in control, right? Maybe I'm reading it wrong, and I get what she's saying before somebody comes in the comments. I understand what Tracy is saying. Tracy is saying that she does not want to be with a man that is going to be super controlling and that feels like you are his possession, okay? I totally get that. Tracy is a woman of a certain age. Tracy makes her own money, right? Tracy got her shit together. So she doesn't want to have to get into a situation where she now has to, dumb herself down or lessen herself in order to fit into this man's lifestyle or what will make him feel, not emasculated in the relationship. So, what do y'all think about that? I think it's I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't see an issue I don't see an issue in Tracy not wanting to be in a relationship where she feels controlled, right? Now, Tracy acknowledged that her comment is an overgeneralization. Before y'all attack her and me in the comments, she knows that, but she said that she has seen a difference and a certain level of openness when she is dating younger men. Now, I think that because Tracy is who Tracy is, I do think that she might need to have to step back and think about, are these men letting you do whatever and letting you, and I'm not saying she's treating them bad, but are they letting you feel like you have this sense of control because you are Tracee Ellis Ross? You know what I mean? I would love to know if these younger men that she's dating are in her tax bracket. Are these younger men that she's dating, are they in the industry? Like, what is the correlation? Because if you're dating younger and they're looking at you as, oh my God, I've had a crush on her for years. I remember when I was younger, my sister or my mom or whoever was watching Girlfriends, and I've loved Tracy since then, or I've loved you on Blackish. You know what I mean? Like, I would need to know a little more detail about it. So I hope that Tracy is doing her due diligences to make sure that these men are not just like idolizing her. And it's not just like, I don't want to say a fetish, but just like a dream. Like, you're their dream girl, so they're kind of letting you do whatever, or they're not, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that they're letting her control them, but it just sounds like she just wants a certain level of control in a relationship, which is fine, no judgment. But y'all see what I'm saying? So Tracy also said that she has been long past the age where she feels like it is her job to teach somebody or to grow them up, and she is not interested in that. Me being 40 years old, I feel the exact same way. I'm not interested in raising somebody. Your mama should have raised you. Okay? I'm not interested in raising anybody else's son. Okay? Your mama should have raised you. So, yeah. So, Tracee also noted that um she has also really learned how to live life and enjoy it and not sit around waiting for a relationship. And we've seen that. We've seen Tracee take all these solo trips. What we see looks like a rather glamorous life. Okay, so she said that she has found herself at certain times mourning the wedding and the life that she once dreamed of as a child. So we know that Tracee does is not married, and we know that Tracee does not have kids. Now, we all thought that she was just like okay with being the cool rich auntie, but maybe there is a part of Tracee that is just resigned that I'm not going to be married, I'm not going to have kids, or life hasn't turned out the way that she really wanted it to. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about it? Because that there are so many times that we see whenever a man does have a younger wife or a younger woman, there is a tendency to judge them, right? There's a tendency to judge them, and we always call them nasty old men and all that kind of stuff. Oops. And all that type of stuff. Do y'all feel the same way about Tracee? Or do you guys think that it's different? Do we need to know like the ages? Like, what is dating a younger man? You know what I mean? If Tracy's 52, right? Is Tracee dating just someone in their 40s? Or is she dipping into the 30s? I just feel like I will need a little bit more information on like what she really has going on. But leave your comments about Tracee down below. Let's talk about it. And then finally, let's talk Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya playing in y'all face, not mine. Kenya's not playing in my face. Kenya's playing in y'all face. So here's the thing. We all know what's been happening on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? We've all been watching and commenting and all that type of stuff. I have recaps up. If you haven't watched my recaps, go check those out. I have a Housewives of Atlanta playlist. So we're not going to talk about that, all right? I talk about that in the recaps. But let's talk about Kenya in these confessionals. Now, do I think that her doing her own confessionals is a good idea? Sure, why not? However, I think I don't want to say it's too little too late, but I think that Kenya knew that she didn't have any confessionals, right? I think Kenya knew that she had she has Team Twirl, right? She has her fan base. But even the rest of us that are not Kenya stans, she has a lot of support from people that feel that yeah, she threatened you, right? And Bravo, in my opinion, mine, I don't think Bravo took it serious enough, right? We saw that Britt Edie was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy was like, there was an investigation. And I'm like, the moment he said that, I remember thinking to myself, like, so did y'all investigate her in that night? Did she get pat down that night? Or because if y'all are saying we heard that there was an incident and then y'all are asking her a couple days later, that's not a thorough investigation. That's not gonna be a true investigation, right? So Kenya, I feel like should have been doing her confessionals since episode 1. Kenya should have hit up Candy and said, hey girl, the way that you did speak on it all these years, I want to do something like that since I don't have my own confessionals and I want to be able to tell my side of the story. That's what Kenya should have done. However, Kenya has been playing in everybody's face about this. Back when this happened last year and word dropped, Kenya kept saying she was going to go live on her Instagram and talk about it. She gave a date, she gave a time, nothing happened, okay? Fast forward to last week, Kenya said, hey, I'm going to do my confessionals my way on my time. Stay tuned on the 15th. I'm going to go live on Instagram, okay? What is her Instagram? I think it's just Kenya, right? That's what she said. The 15th comes and Kenya drops a trailer. okay, where she is rapping Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Um, they try to rig the game, but they can't fake influence. Kenya is saying that she is the influence. I'm guessing Brett Eady is just, trying to rig the game, whatever the case. But Kenya gives us a teaser or a trailer. Really, is a teaser. Now that in hindsight, is a teaser of the trailer that came out last night but whatever. So Kenya gives us this and said that she's going to talk about it, okay? But now it's not going to be live, okay? It's going to be on her YouTube. So come back Friday, which was last night, the 18th. Come back Friday on my YouTube, Kenya Moore Official, okay? And then I'm going to talk about it. Yesterday, I forgot about it. Truth be told, y'all, I forgot about it, okay? So because I forgot about it, I wasn't thinking about it. That's why I said she played in y'all face, not mine. So I'm sitting here and I get on Twitter and I start to see everybody starting to tweet, "Where's Kenya? Where's Kenya?" And I said, "Oh shit, that was supposed to be tonight." So I turn on my TV and I get on YouTube and I'm like, let me see if Kenya has anything up. Took me a while to find her YouTube for one, but I found it. There was just the trailer there from before. So I'm like, okay, cool. Which now we know is the teaser of the trailer of, y'all see where I'm going. So I didn't think anything of it. Started watching other stuff on TV. Later, about a couple hours later, I start to see YouTubers, my peers, start to post these videos about Kenya played. Kenya did it again. I said, oh shit. So I go to Kenya's YouTube and I see that she has posted a 1 minute and 32-second video. And I said, this can't be the whole video, Kenya. 1 minute and 32 seconds. Because, baby, if it was going to be 1 minute and 32 seconds, Kenya, you could have just did this over on the 15th. Nonetheless, it's a trailer for what's to come. Hopefully today, I guess. But Kenya is saying in the video, it kind of starts off with her calling the police and saying that she has been threatened. Now, I I'm not laughing. I sent this to my homegirl, and we were both talking about how it felt a little dramatized, right? It felt like a dramatization. Now, did Kenya really call the police and file a report? I don't know. I feel like if she did, we would have seen that by now. We would have known about that by now. Maybe she did. I don't know. But it starts off with that. And then we do see some different footage. And then it goes into Kenya and she's sitting in her hair spa. And you can see she's getting ready. The same outfit as the teaser from the 15th. Same outfit. And she's basically saying that if this would have been any other housewife, Kyle Richards, Teresa Judice, if it had been a different woman, this wouldn't have flown. She would have been fired on the spot. I 1,000% agree with that. I think had this been any other woman on Atlanta or Potomac, had it been any of those particular women, certain women, Brent would have been fired as well. So we get this teaser, trailer, whatever you want to call it, and that was it. So Kenya then took to her Instagram story to say, "I'm so sorry, guys." I guess I can read it verbatim. It's just a couple words, not much. Not long at all. But she says, "I'm so sorry I couldn't get the full video up on YouTube today. Praying my team will have it tomorrow. Love you guys and thank you for being patient." Look, Kenya, I don't know what's going on, but I just kind of feel like this would have been more impactful if you wouldn't have tried to do like a lead up to it. Kenya should have came out, did her confessional, filmed it, got everything together, dropped that shit on YouTube, and then got on her Instagram and said, "Hey y'all, go to my YouTube and check out my confessionals." Because it comes across as a little unprofesh. It comes across as unprofesh. That's all I'm saying. But supposedly today, April 19th, is going to come. Now, I am Central Standard Time. So it's 1:45 p.m. here. So that's 1:45 on the East Coast. I haven't heard anything about a video. like, are y'all still interested? Do y'all still want to know? Do you think that it's going to be as impactful, or do y'all think Kenya has missed her window? Y'all think she's missed her window? I don't know. Let me know what you guys have thought about these three topics. Karen Huger, Tracee Ellis Ross. Damn, I'm over 20 minutes again, y'all. And Kenya Moore. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.